Okay, for network security, we're going to be working on activity 6.1. It's a hands-on activity at the end of Chapter 6. And bring up the Windows 7 PC, and we've already downloaded the honeypot on here. So we will proceed to shut down the firewall. Turn off and check these. And then OK. And then double click on this and bring that up. Before I get into configuring it, though, I should go over and run the command prompt. Because we need a baseline to compare it to, so let's get into nmap real quick. Alright. Should have been a space there. This usually takes about 10 seconds to run its little scan. There we go. And we can see our active ports. And then server configuration. We're going to go in and click enable. And then no logon required. It's going to be on port 23. And go ahead and close that one out. And enable FTP. And then close that one out. Alright, and then we're going to start our monitoring. And then we're going to go over here. And we're going to go ahead and reissue the same command. Alright. This one here shows we now have 21 with TCP. FTP is on the service. And over here on port 23 we have telnet. So going to go ahead and do one more command out of the book here, which I found interesting. And run this one. This one's a more detailed scan, which is looking for the version of the FTP and telnet. Takes about 20-30 seconds to run. But as you can see, it brings up our Valhalla honeypot intrusion warning list. And there's our results. And on port 23, instead of telnet, it now says backdoor. And then here's some technical information about it. And I want to try something else real quick. I wonder what's going to happen when I turn the firewall on. Try and run the scan command on that. So it shows port 35, 39, and 445. When we first did our scan up here, it showed a bunch of other ones. Okay. So it reduces the number of ports open. Let's try it with that detail scan. So with the firewall up, the TCP port, or the FTP and the telnet ports are not accessible and don't come up. Cool. So now we know what the firewall does when we try and run that scan. Okay. Well, that's all the activity.